But speaking of chocolate, what are you two gentlemen doing for your wives for Valentine's Day?
Not a goddamn thing.
Yikes!
Uh,
Early.
out the
No, I'm just
gates.
joking. I'm just.
Out the gates. And she's listening, and he's
I
already
will
in
be in
trouble.
trouble by
This
the
is
time this
recorded.
happens, folks. If you do not hear
This
from Web
is
D,
recorded.
I was murdered.
So now y'all don't celebrate. I mean, I understand.
No,
I know a
no,
lot of married couples that don't really celebrate Valentine's Day.
I mean, I think about Valentine's Day. Let me just be honest.
Get your shit off, bro.
If you think about Valentine's Day, it's just like, how would you say, like a pre-anniversary to me? Because like, so I gotta cater Valentine's Day, then I gotta do Mother's Day, then I gotta do our anniversary, then I gotta do some other day that we first met that you think that is like, you know what I mean? Like
Hella days.
and it's like, yo, like I get it. You want me to show you how much I love you. I love you so much, but do I have to do it? Like, I'm not saying I don't want to, but bro, this is like, it's like this is a day for everything, though. It's crazy.
These are the words of Wayne Wade.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know,
The thoughts and opinions shared in this episode do not
negative.
reflect that of Saints. No, well, me and my wife do a little bit. Like, we don't go super duper all out, but you know, we like to go out to eat and stuff like that. So I grabbed the flowers. Flowers are always a nice touch. Nice
Yeah.
touch. Get some
My wife
flowers.
don't like flowers.
Interesting.
flowers are wild
My wife
expensive.
don't like flowers.
It's something that's about to die in a week.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
I
So,
know.
all right,
but-
so quick question, fellas. What, like, the dinner, the cards, minus the flowers, then what else? I mean, is it like really horse and carriage, or is it just like?
I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, like,
the
like the quintessential Valentine's Day moment would be that of a petty coach or whatever they call it, like a pedicab, not petty coach, a pedicab in New York, where you got like chocolates, chocolate dipped strawberries, champagne, and you're riding around the perimeter of Central Park. That is the quintessential Valentine's romantic moment.
Is it? You said horse-drawn carriage?
Yeah,
I never really felt the vibe of horse-drawn carriages because they be boo-booing. So
they do.
You forgot something, Wiley. You forgot something. You forgot something. The dude that's playing the violin, bro. You know that dude that's making the ambiance feel good there. That dude is just, you know.
If I see y'all pull up on your wife with a man with a violin, I will finally put some respect on your name. But until that day,
but wait, but can you just imagine? But with Cat, because you just imagine if you're walking down, I don't know, 45th Avenue with your shorty, and Wayne is on the. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That brought it back.
My shorty.
Back, bro. Yo, like honestly, man, like I've completely accepted that I am old. I was talking to our friend Black Swan Panther.
Shout out Black Swan Panther.
And he made me feel old, which isn't hard to do nowadays. I think Facebook is going on 15 years old.
Probably more than that. Well, probably not. Actually, that's probably right. That's actually right. I think I got on there when I was like 15. And I know it was out before that, so it's probably more than that. It's probably closer to 20, but I could be wrong.
It's been almost 15 years since we were freshmen in high school.
Let's get into the pod. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It's supposed to be a loving conversation. I got sad real quick. We talking about Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Happy Valentine's Day to both of your shorties. Let's get into the pod. What's it looking like, people? Wish you Captain Says, aka Pod Brady. The real goat is here. I have not retired. I've retired.
What it is, people, is your boy. I'm gonna let that pause go by. What it is, people, is your boy LD Wade, aka Primetime Hugh. All right, you see me with my chains on. Not right now, but I'm out here.
I'm about to say, I don't see any chains.
I see no jewelry. I see no bling.
I was confused.
I have to leave the rings upstairs.
I was like,
that
is delusional.
First off, I had to leave the rings upstairs because they just got polished, so got to let them shine for a little bit. So I ain't gonna bring them out today.
Webster.
Anyways, so what's popping, people? It's Web D here, man, aka Le Chef, your boy.
Lay Chef, your boy. I mean, I kind of respect it, actually. I actually kind of respect it. It crept up, but
first off,
well, I mean, so honestly, folks, the reason why, I've been really enjoying cooking lately. It's the dishes have been hitting, and yeah, man, it's just shouts out to Chef Boyardee, bro.
First off,
back in the days,
I can't respect it because I'm the real chef up north, so you can't be a chef out here. Yes, I am. I really am. So I
don't respect the flick of your wrist.
I'm also in the kitchen. Yams everywhere. I'm also in the kitchen. So
pause.
How is that
what
a pause?
What do you mean? How's that a pause? Yams. What do you mean?
Pause yourself for pausing yams and just take about 30 seconds from talking. Let me introduce the episode. Isn't that great? It's episode 48. Real quick. I feel like I've introduced the episode in the last couple of times. Thank you, everybody, for checking in. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the followers. Shout out to the commenters. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to tell their uncle to poke somebody to comment on somebody else's page to at the Detrimental Podcast. If you can follow us, we truly do appreciate the support. Yeah, I didn't have anything for like conversation pieces for you guys at this point in the pod. It's been a long week. How's y'all week been?
It's a good one for me, man. Listen, okay. Well, no, it's a good one for me, man, because it was a short week. Those veteran workers out there, people who have been working for a while, know that when you got that holiday that's like on a Friday, and then you got like a big event, let's say the Super Bowl on Sunday, and you take that Monday off after, that's a veteran move.
I took Monday after the Super Bowl.
I'll to all the vet workers out there. You know what I'm saying?
For real. No, this is my first time taking the day off after the Super Bowl because I'm always mad that I don't. And I finally had the opportunity to do it. I took the day off.
Disgruntled that you got to go to work the day after if you had some libations on.
You got to have a libation at the Super Bowl. Don't matter who's playing.
Yeah, I mean, like I might have 6.
It's a holiday. It's a sad day. It's like the end of the football. It's the end of the football season. We'll get into that later.
I mean,
it's a bittersweet day.
Hugh, you ready for your first day of work, Hugh?
No, I actually don't start until the end of the month. So,
okay.
I mean, I still gotta go to work, so I'm sad, depressed.
Okay.
That Monday after the Super Bowl, yes, I will be one of those people that's being very disgruntled going to work, listening to the pod at the same time. But yeah, other than that,
as you should.
Like, other than that, I've just been chilling, bro. It's not really not much to do. It's been a laid back week, counting down the days. Putting X's on the calendar from when I actually started the job. You feel me? I just making sure.
How'd it feel to put those 2 weeks in, bro?
It was
or your resignation in.
It was like, blow, here you go, bitch, I'm out. Basically, at this point, like, I stepping up in the world. I got to step up somehow.
Cat the Jeffersons. I respect it. Let's get into it.
Are you around? Are you around? Are you around? Are you around?
So, a lot of music did come out, but we didn't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. A whole lot of music came out. Real quick, you can honorable mention of what you've been around for that's recently come out. I actually really did like the Snoop Dogg album, so I'm around for that. I think that I'm around for that new Griselda song that came out, and
haven't heard it yet.
Not a whole lot that I'm around for. Kanye, Alicia Keys, and one of the new thugs came out.
One of the new
Fabio Foreign. That was trash. Pusha T's song, I'm around for that. That was good. Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa, not around. Not a Stoner's album. It was too aggressive.
It was,
and that's pretty much it as far as.
It's just a quick question though about Wiz Khalifa. Just in
Yo Gotti came out, which was good. I'm around for the Yo Gotti
album. I haven't got time to listen to Yo Gotti yet. I definitely got to listen to Gotti because
And then the Benedict Butcher, J. Cole. So a couple of good bops out there that I was around for. So just shout out to the new music overall that I was around for.
I mean, you shot through a lot. I wanted to say something about some of those. Like,
go ahead.
Like this, like the Juicy J album. I did listen to it through and through, and Wiz Khalifa, like. Yeah, you're right. It was so North Memphis, so much North Memphis. I just want to jump around saying North Memphis, North Memphis, and then
it was definitely Juicy J featuring Wiz Khalifa
because he produced the whole song, the whole album. Him and Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but here
Lex
we have other
Luger.
things to get around for. So you just got to quickly give me your rundown for the music. We have a lot of things to get through for Are You Around?
I'm just gonna say this one thing: that Benny the Butcher and J. Cole was different, bro. Because in terms of bars, it was just hitting to me. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to that, Web, I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that. Please do listen to that.
You know what I found funny about that song though? Because like while J. Cole's verse was good, it almost seemed like he was dissing Benny the Butcher. Am I off in that? Because he was talking about how like rappers only talk about drugs and gun bars, and isn't that the epitome of Griselda? It was very confusing that he had that bar in there because it seemed like a direct shot at the man who he was featured on the song. It was confusing. That was
I
just
don't
me.
think it's. I don't think he was. Just to say, I don't think it was a direct shot. If you think about music, but if you think about music now most of these rappers that you see, they really never did that, and they're just saying it because it's just.
I
Cool.
understand. I understand that
I
aspect
feel
of
like
it, but
that. I feel like not dissing Betty the Butcher and them because you know they about that life, but there's other rappers that's not about that life.
okay. I mean, I just hope they made that clear because I was when I heard that bar, I was like, wait, what? Excuse me. Anywho, so today's Are You Around? We actually didn't come to talk about any music today. We actually came to talk about a few. We came to talk about a few other just things going on in the world, and first things first. COVID's always a hot topic. First, real quick, this is for COVID. But yeah, COVID's always, it's a part of our lives now, and it's changed a lot. And people are steadfast to get back to what was once normal. So a lot of states are ending their mask mandates pretty soon. I would say by about mid-March. Almost a dozen states so far have said that they are ending their mask mandates, not only in indoor facilities, but also in some states in schools. CT specifically in Massachusetts also ending the mask mandate soon. So,
Cali
are you guys around for the ending of mask mandates? Do you think it's time? Is it too soon? And Hugh, you specifically in schools.
I'm
Listen, you want to go first, Web? Or you want me?
Go ahead.
I'll go first. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, people. You do not send your little snotty nose kids, just being honest, to school with a mask off. Let's be honest, because you know how your child is. As a parent, right? You really want to send your child to school with no mask on, know how much stuff they touch and what they put in their mouth, and knowing that they're not really like washing their hands on a daily like that. Because if you think about it, the amount of things kids touch throughout the school day is never always sanitized, and they always put their hands in their mouth or
Wow,
food.
snot.
It's
Wow,
just
snot.
it's something that you got to think about as a parent. Do you really, at this point, when you know how the numbers keep jumping up and down, left and right, and you never know what's really gonna happen? Like I seen kids like
Yeah.
last week
For sure.
still are out because of COVID. So like you gotta really think about this. Just because they say take the mask off, don't mean really take the
Don't
mask
mean it's
off.
time for sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, for me, man, I think we've gotten to a place now where I think our local governments, like, so local to the point that I'm talking like
Township.
township, like I'm saying,
Yeah.
like your local board of education, they are getting hit with so much pressure to justify why they're doing something outside of kind of what the because outside of what just like the full national response to these things are that I think many of them are like, listen, Connecticut's governor, Massachusetts governor, the people, the secretaries of education, we don't have enough, I don't know, cojones, I guess in a sense,
Cat
to,
bilingual. I respect that.
you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
to tell these parents that specifically the parents who don't want their kid to wear a mask, that this is the stance that we're taking and that you got to abide by or pick a different school.
Put some respect on my conglomerate.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think the hardest part for me, man, like at a college level is, which is nice because the state could remove the mask mandate, but at a university or college, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not infringing on your ability to peacefully protest or anything like that, but it's about the overall health of our people and our experience. So put that mask on if you want to still be coming to school and coming into classes. And so I think that that's what it should be like for students too. But I think at the end of the day, for me, man, it's just this was inevitable and it was going to happen. And we all just have to decide if you know that you're not comfortable not wearing a mask in public, then you keep wearing your mask, bro.
Yeah, I think at this point, people will. If you, it's almost just like if you want to wear your mask, you wear your mask. I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily know. I think I'm okay with there being no masks in indoor spaces as long as there's opportunity for like just you not being on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to schools, then I completely understand what Hugh is saying. When it comes to colleges, also again, if there's just a way for you not to just be on top of each other, you know what I mean? Like if there's a way to create space, having no mask on indoors is decent, you know, so long as the ventilation and all that stuff is going on. But just I don't think we need to get back to any space of like I don't know, like packed indoor concerts and stuff like that with no mask. I don't know, like even though they're already doing it at NBA games, they're already doing it. I don't think that's I don't like that. I don't like being close to people no more. So like anywhere I gotta be close to somebody, put your mask on, B. I shouldn't feel breath at no point in time.
Yeah, like I mean, like, or all right, can I just say a pet peeve really quickly? Like, if we are arms length from each other, and I could smell your breath, through your mask,
yikes,
we got a problem, people.
Yikes, you've met somebody you can smell their breath through their mask from 6 feet. From 6 feet, bro.
Offer that man a Tic Tac.
So I mean, like
winter fresh is something.
That's real life halitosis. That's like.
Tried it. So
like
you're home with toothbrush.
That's chronic. That's chronic.
Okay, so like, but yeah, no, I mean, like honestly though, like I've had it where some people like they just want to, like they're just so used to being really close to you, and I'm like, I'm so much like at least nowadays I'm like, nah, man, like you got to back up. You got to give me like my bubble has
Michael Blackson.
Yeah, he exactly.
My bubble has expanded past 6 feet now. You got to back.
No, that was.
Speaking of bubble. Speaking of bubble, in Iowa, parents and politicians, a few of them, are trying to keep a close eye on their youth them in the classroom, keep them in a bubble, so to speak. In Iowa, they're trying to pass legislation for cameras in the classroom from K through 12. For parents to live stream. It's actually for parents to live stream. That's what the purpose is. For parents to live stream just throughout their child's school day. And if a teacher decides to block the cameras, they can be fined 5% of their pay. But just overall, I mean, not Iowa specifically, and not even as, I mean, for the sake of live streaming specifically, like for parents to see the classroom from K through 12. Are you around for that? Like of course there's other safety reasons why cameras should be in classrooms. I personally am around for cameras being in classrooms, just considering what's just gone on in the world over the past 2 decades. Mm-hmm. But for the sheer sake of parents to live stream, mm-hmm. I will leave it to the parents, and I think I will digress.
That's what I'm saying. See, I hear what you're saying. First-hand experience. I'm telling you right now. If you, as a parent, want to view what's going on in the classroom, be prepared to see your badass child. I'm just saying. Be honest. Like, because some people don't be thinking, some people like, no, she's not that, or no, this is not happening. This is what's really happening in the classrooms. And then when you view what's happening in the classrooms, and then you just got this red on your face because now you think about it. Now everybody's seeing how your child is acting? Because now remember you said, parents can view this though. If you're in a community, like a small community, like I've worked in some small communities where everybody knows everybody, like, oh, that's my neighbor. Oh, they're coming to have a sleepover or something. And then you see how bad little Jimmy is. You ain't gonna want little Jimmy back at your crib. Like, yo, nah,
you sound disgruntled.
No,
you do.
Not really disgruntled. I'm just saying, as somebody that works in, there. Where we go. If somebody works in there, do you really want to have that go down? Because then you got to think about it. That's also a reflection of you as a parent. Yeah, your child is a reflection of you as a parent. If you really think about it, what's going on in your home? So you really want other people seeing what your child do?
So you're not around. Long story short, you're not around. I think that's true.
I'm just trying to get their parents' perspective of what really is going to happen. Like,
honestly though, like it goes the same as I think. I can go either way with it, right? Because like I feel like with overarching with the school shootings and teachers wilding in classrooms with students, and then you know what I'm saying, say that stuff's happening in a classroom where like the kids don't have cell phones, so a kid can't whip out their phone and record the teacher doing something wild or a student doing something wild, right? So I get like for safety reasons, it's great to have it there. But then the other thing is like from my perspective is like we as a people, a society, are just over surveyed, over surveillanced, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, I can track my daughter's heart rate. I can measure how tall she got, you know what I'm saying, 14 days ago, right?
Bro, Black Mirror.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like.
It is.
You know, part of it comes down to is like, okay, people have parents, families have, and students have thrived in schools without this technology.
True.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For hundreds of years.
But yeah, you can't use that argument, bro.
I know. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? The same as with like the stuff that I have in the nursery now, right? So I wonder, with more information, do you then create another space for people to have another complex, another anxiety? You know what I'm saying?
Too much information.
Exactly.
Create more problems.
It's a double-edged sword, but it might be the move that we're moving towards, man. Like,
but
speaking of teachers wilding, bro, like that makes me think of how many cases there have been where like a decent-looking teacher has been canoodling, bro. Like,
canoodling.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that happening so much? I feel like I see that a lot.
Well, I feel like it's because of just how quickly the news gets around.
Was there any teachers like that? Like, no, never mind. Let's move on.
There were, bro. There were.
Not growing up. Not for me like that. They was all old growing up.
Be honest.
All
right, you know,
I'm saying growing up.
You never had like a teacher that you was like, when growing up, like, damn, Mrs. Johnson.
Miss Dudek. Miss Dudek was alright. Miss Dudek, she was alright, but like, other than that, they was all old ladies, and it's not the same situation they got going on right now. So don't be nasty with your students, people out there. Speaking of nastiness, just to tell you already where I stand as far as this person is concerned. Speaking of nasty, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. It's like, I guess the question is, are you around for Joe Rogan, you guys? Now, before I get into I guess why I'm asking you this question. Well, yeah, no. For my first question is, do you know all of the details? Not all of the details, but do you understand why I'm asking you that question? Do you understand why Joe Rogan is in the news?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the people who don't know why Joe Rogan is in the news, first to start, Joe Rogan is I guess now you can call him, he's just a podcaster now, right? Or just like a media personality, entertainer, announcer, just a guy who's on TV a lot, I guess, right?
Basically.
Who I often confuse with Dana White. I often looked at Joe Rogan, looked at Dana White, and was like,
it's
the same
confusing.
person?
They're not. It really is confusing, but they're really not.
But like, you're just looking around like.
So Joe Rogan is very, very popular podcaster, I would say, right now. So it started off with people consider him to be spreading COVID misinformation. Because of his COVID misinformation, artists were threatened to remove their music from Spotify because it's detrimental. I think at one point he was, saying whatever he was saying about COVID. Then he got COVID. Then he said he took like horse pills or some wild stuff, whatever they was taking. Like, he's spreading wild stuff about COVID, and he has millions and millions and millions of listeners who like live and die by what he's saying. So people thought it was detrimental enough to remove their music, and then he began to clips of his podcast began to resurface where he seemingly saying some pretty racist things. He was accused of being racist. Did you all hear some of the things he said? He said He went to go see a movie in a
Planet of the Apes, bro.
black neighborhood, and he felt like he was in Planet of the Apes. That's crazy. He said that he's talking about somebody and how they were mixed with black and white, and he said that they's the perfect mix because he's got the body of the black body in the white man's brain. Some like super detrimental, disrespectful, like what are you saying kind of stuff, and just other videos of just him saying like the N word and just wild stuff. So all of that aside, a lot of people, black people included, have been like stepping in to like show support for him, saying he's not a racist. And this guy has $100 million a year contract with Spotify. So, all that said, are you around for Joe Rogan?
I've never listened to the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm not around for it. I'm just not around. Like I think, I mean, but going back and reflecting on, even though I don't listen to it, just kind of getting a sense of kind of how he runs his whole operation, his show, bro. I mean, this is who this guy was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that like, you know, he makes Spotify their money. Like he
100 million.
He brings them. He brings.
Can we get a sponsorship? Like,
yeah, what up?
We've been asking for one.
We have
Spotify to listen to us more.
So yeah, so no, I'm not around for Joe Rogan. Not one bit. He could totally be canceled forever and take his money away. Shit, I don't care. Like, bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because again, I've seen the black celebrities that stepped in and said things about him, positive and negative. I listened, I viewed. Again, I never listened to Joe Rogan's The Experience because I'm not around for that experience. I just think it's dog, you wildin'. Like for you to say half them things, I get it. It probably was a joke. I've known some people that said some wild jokes in their lifetime. I'm not saying names, but I've known people that said some wild jokes. Are they racist? Probably not. Are they ignorant? Yes. But I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, whatever he is as a person, he fucked up, and he gotta just deal with the consequences. Like, bro, like you messed up. They took like 100 shows down from Spotify, I believe.
Yeah, they removed 100 shows off. That's a lot of episodes to have to delete if somebody being detrimental.
Mm-hmm. So it's like you gotta think about it, bro. Like that's still your livelihood. Cause people
just like Webb said, that's who he is. 100 episodes, you've been wild, and they got rid of 100 episodes. 100? That's crazy.
Is it recent?
I know he has hundreds of episodes, but that's a lot of episodes.
Is it recent or old episodes? I haven't, because again, I don't know. I don't experience
from his entire history of podcasting, man. Yeah. I mean, like the thing is,
you can't say the stuff that he said, and for me to roll with you as a black person, like, and come out and say like that you're not racist. I'm not, even if you're not racist, like. That's what you think, bro. Like you literally said you was a Planet of the Apes because there was a lot of black people in the movie theater. Like you can't, I can't ride with nobody who has that kind of thinking, whether you title it racist or not. That's crazy. I don't even understand why Joe Rogan is popular, bro. Like he's the fear factor dude, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, and then out of nowhere, I'm hearing he's a comedian and now he's a podcast. He does the UFC. Like why? But why though? What is even? I don't understand what's so dynamic about him.
Listen, like, he probably knows how to market himself in front of people, like the media, like to get into those shows. And you gotta think about those shows, like shows at night. Most of us probably don't really watch. Like I ain't watched Fear Factors in years,
guys,
and that was wild crazy.
I don't see what's so special about him, guys. But like, will you stop using Spotify though?
I don't use Spotify as it is. I'm an Apple Music person all day.
Yeah.
Oh, you just messed up our sponsorship trying to get to him and go, damn.
we still gotta put the pot up, bro. We still got to put the pot up.
That's going to take like the damn $49 episode. They will be bad as bitch. Bad as a fuck now.
Fellas, but here's what makes Joe Rogan and anybody else that falls into that same space. You know what sells just as much, if not probably just under as much as sex would sell, right? Fucking divide. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
Not just being like a contrarian, like not just being like a devil's advocate. Hate sells. Hate makes money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that home could be, peddling COVID misinformation, and has always been, if he isn't racist, he dances on that line, and he's like crip walking on the racist line.
Crip walking on the racist line. Well, officially not around for Joe Rogan, but if hate sells, let's get our hate on. Let's hate on Soulja Boy sneakers. Soulja Boy is coming out with his own designer sneaker. They're being made in Italy. They're called the Soulja Stars. You can pre-order them now for 279 beans.
Walk out
of
here.
How much were the big baller brand ones when they first came out? Something like
something
400.
like that. So something like that. Those Jones look like Power Ranger boots, bro.
Right.
They look like want to be like bathing apes. Not around.
They look at them pasty shoes. They do. For pasty.
The ice creams. They look like ice cream
joints. Yeah, them things too. Like, I can't. Dog.
He should do. Honestly, they shouldn't be 279, of course, but he should do what Shaq does and like make them like cheap and put them in like Target and stuff like that. Yeah, right, they're not designer shoes.
First off, those shoes should be shrunk down to a kid size and given and sold to girls and boys. Because my guy, that is not adult shoes. That's too many stars on there. I do not need to be out here looking like Captain America right now.
I'm wondering, is that yellow like the reflector jacket yellow that the crossing guard used to wear when she used to walk you across the street?
Got to make sure they can see you when you're in the streets.
Listen,
when you're in the streets at night, you got to make sure they can be seen.
I
guess.
First
off, you know what? I'm learning something about some of these rappers. They don't have somebody in their corner just saying, "Dog, that's not it. That's not fire."
Nah, but yo, it looked like somebody was telling him, "Yo, this is it."
Big Draco be on some other stuff. I don't know what he's smoking something.
And you know what? He probably gonna say something about he's the first rapper to sell. Right? He probably is the first rapper to sell some shoes for this much money.
He's not. Master P.
Oh, that's true.
Shout out to Birdman lugs too.
Birdman lugs.
Don't forget about Listen, let's not forget about
Carter's.
You're right. That's Doc Carter's.
The G-Unit
sneakers.
You know what I'm saying? There was a time where you can get a sneaker off as a rapper, but it's not anymore.
I mean, yo, like,
unless you
not unless you're Kanye. Yeah.
All right, yo, question. I have a who knew.
Oh.
Okay.
Random.
No? One second.
Random.
Who knew?
All right, so
wow. People.
Since we're talking about Soulja, what do you think Soulja Boy his net worth is?
That's a good one.
What do you think his net worth is?
Can we get a range? I need a range.
No range.
Okay, yeah. I mean, because like it would, yeah. If I give you a range,
I want to put some respect on his name though.
Okay, let me hear this.
I'm gonna say 3.2.
3.2 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting some respect on his name. A little bit.
Alright, so you put some respect on his name. I'm gonna say 3.2?
I said 3.2, yeah.
4.5.
Alright, so
it should be like 600.
I'm gonna give you a range.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling
because you're disrespecting this man.
We're disrespect. We're being disrespectful.
Shit.
Okay. So like in the where y'all was at, y'all cold as hell.
Deesh.
Okay, go ahead.
He about to slander us.
So
mad as
what is it?
His net worth, from what I can see here online in multiple places, is around 30 million.
30 million. Yikes.
So that was a close proximity you gave us, but I'll take it.
Not even. I mean,
I'll take it.
I mean,
it's close.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got.
I mean, like if
somebody's gonna buy him, not me.
Yeah, somebody's gonna buy it. I mean, when you think about his portfolio,
I don't want to afford him.
Like Soulja Boy he's an entrepreneur. He's a rapper. He's an entrepreneur, right? He's a kind of a media mogul. Like he knows how to get.
If I play the song right now, could you do the Superman?
Superman, bro? No, I might.
You know,
can you?
I might
anywho, you gotta move on, bro. We have a lot to get into.
I just had one thing to say because I watched that Soulja Boy interview with Everyday Struggle, and I can tell you right now, He might be worth that because he was talking a lot of cash shit and he said he has the bread. So I respect everything that he's doing. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, shout out to Big Draco. Yeah, bitch, yeah. I really love that song. Yeah, bitch, yeah. I love that song back in high school.
Throw some D's on it, bro. Throw some D's on it.
That's not
That's
Soulja
not
Boy.
Soulja Boy. What the fuck?
I used to love that good. When I was in high school, not giving a fuck about school, I used to like throw some D's on that bitch.
That was Rich Boy, but Hugh, a lot has occurred in both the football and basketball spaces in the world. What's going on, bro?
Listen, right now I'm still hurt that my Titans didn't go farther than they supposed to. But I'm just saying
They weren't gonna do it anyway.
Nobody asked you. First off, God damn it. What it is, people? It is your boy Hugh L. Jones here. Again, yes, I'm still sad that my team is lost, but you know what? It's okay. Growth. Next year's called growth, right, Cap? Maybe.
You know.
Maybe. Cap. He's always good.
I got nothing for you. I got nothing.
But yeah, let's talk about NFL because right now the awards list rolled out for the 2022 honors for the NFL awards, starting with the front MVP. Aaron Rodgers earned his fourth MVP. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers earning his fourth MVP, which is
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, like,
You think he deserved that MVP though?
that was gonna be my question. Do you guys think that Aaron Rodgers deserves the MVP? Capping being
He was the best quarterback this year.
Stats wise, yes. Stats wise, I think he deserves the MVP.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't always give MVP to quarterbacks. But I really wish they didn't do that because there should be a lot of other players who could be MVP. But stats wise, I think he could be MVP. But just all the controversy that he that surrounded him this year. If he was a black quarterback, if he was a black quarterback with those stats and the same controversy, he would not be MVP, right?
Yeah, he would not. He wouldn't be in the league.
That's absolutely
he wouldn't be in the league. He would be blackballed as like, oh, he's not a corporate professional kind of guy or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But here's my hot take on Aaron Rodgers, and I've been mulling this over for a couple of days.
I respect it.
Aaron Rodgers is quarterback of all.
Say that again.
Yeah,
he's the most underachieving quarterback of all time. Not like the individual awards, championships specifically.
I mean,
winning and getting to the Super Bowl, like he is great in the regular season. His teams can't get over the hump.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, if you win a Super Bowl at the same time, bro, you know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl. Again, that's not. I
don't really fully understand, but we gotta move on.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't really respect a lot of what you say, so I just because I don't fully understand it, I'm just not going to respect it. Basically, just because I don't fully understand it, I'm just not going to respect it.
I respect it. Just moving on.
Such a hoe. You're such a hoe. People, do you hear this?
Jesus Christ. Didn't answer the man question, but answer it with slander. I love it. All right, keep it going. Keep it going with the awards. Cooper Kupp won the Offensive Player of the Year award. Shout out to him.
He was the real MVP.
White Lightning, bro. White Lightning.
In a position that's dominated by black athletes, he went out there and shined. I respect him. I do.
In a league that's dominated by black athletes.
I know, but I'm talking about the wide receiver position is more known.
Yeah.
As black athletes. So for him to shine like that, this is just like the running back last year for the Panthers.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Like
McCaffrey.
He shocked the world last year. I respect it too. Also defensive player of the year goes to I like this family because they're funny as hell. The Watts, TJ Watts. Shout out to his brother JJ because they're hilarious in the Subway commercials. Fucks with them Subway commercials. He also won.
Those are different, man.
They are. That whole family's different.
I don't think JJ Watt should get as much. I mean, JJ Watt is great, but man ain't finished the whole season in how long, bro? Like, I think it's time we think like he's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He does a lot for Houston, but let's just call it what it is. Like, he's
But when he's
He'll give you a
healthy
couple
and available, he's
But
a
when is
difference.
that? When is that? When
Once a
is that?
season. Once a season, bro.
You get a
Hopefully
game.
it's in the playoffs. Hopefully
You
it's
get
in
a
the
game.
playoffs.
Doesn't he have a championship though?
Can't be on the
Did he not?
No,
Did
he
he
don't got
not?
a championship.
He didn't
Not a
win
dub.
one?
He played for the Texans, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's sad. That's sad.
Trash.
Yeah. And just round out this, just close it out real quick because I gotta ask the Super Bowl question, before we get into anything else. Comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow. Joe Cool, as you want to call him.
Joe Shiesty, man.
Shiesty,
I like Joe Shiesty.
The nicknames are flying out.
He got the best nicknames. He got the best nicknames.
He do, and again,
I want to respect him, but I can't because he got a bang, so I can't even respect it.
Shout out to Francesco.
But did you see the chain that he wore to that one interview? The chain had so much ice on it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect the game, man.
I don't want to.
But speaking of Joe Burrow or Joe Cool or Joe Shiesty, or Joe Shiesty, as Cat like to call him. Super Bowl this weekend, fellas. Early predictions to see who you.
56.
So, well, tomorrow for us because right now it's Saturday. So, Cap, who you going for, bro?
Bruh, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a huge win for either team for different reasons, right? Like, Matthew Stafford to come up. Nobody thought he would make it to Super Bowl with how he performed in Detroit. Everybody thought he was a wash. You know what I mean? Like, it's so like his come up, OBJ controversy to doubt. Aaron Donald, he's a beast. Von Miller's the OG. Like, it's like it's a Cinderella story for them in different ways. Whereas when it comes to the Bengals, right, like Joe Shiesty, bro, like you don't get a name like Joe Shiesty and people will not be riding for you, want you to win. The way his season ended last year, the way his college career was, like he's a Hall of Fame college player being compared to Tom Brady already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you got Jamar Chase, who's a rookie. Jamar Chase, who's a rookie breaking records. Their story about how they go back to college and wound up on the same NFL team. And then it'd be their first win for Cincinnati. Like, it's huge for them too, right? So I don't know. I just hope overall, I just hope it's a good game. I don't think any team deserves it over the other. I don't want to see a blowout. Long answer. I think the Rams will win, but I think I would like to see the Bengals win just to shake things up. That'll be crazy.
I think it'd be crazy, but I think it could also happen. So that is true. Webb, who you got?
I got honestly, man. I feel like I can't pick one. So I'll just tell you, if this happens, if the Rams can start early and fast, they will win the game. But if the Bengals can slow them down and the Rams pass rush doesn't get to Joe Burrow and affect him too much and they keep the game close, I like the Bengals because I feel like they can do some special stuff late in games.
So, all right.
But if I had to pick one, because of just how bolstered the Rams are, bro, that they are the Showtime in LA. They are the Showtime.
If all of those players perform at the top level, there's no way they don't win.
And honestly, bro, they all don't have to perform like that all game. They just have to have a Hall of Fame moment.
They each get a play. It's over.
They each get a play and they win the game, bro.
That's how it is. People, I'm going to Rams as well because that team is too fucking stacked. I'm sorry, that is just too stacked of a team right now. Matthew Stafford is having a hell of a season too, so I gotta put respect on his name because, bro, for what he's doing, you gotta respect it. Also, the last thing in NFL news, y'all wrong for this name, bro. Let's be honest. The Washington Commanders. Are we around for this name? Because it sounds like a lost XFL team. That's what it sounds like to me.
I did like football team. Commanders, considering like it's technically Washington D.C., right? It's not Washington State.
Yeah, it's Washington. Yeah, Washington D.C.
Yeah, they
Commanders coming from the state where all of our our government is held. Commanders seems a little wild.
Definitely wild, bro.
But
I mean, it's straight. I mean, honestly,
it'll grow on me, I'm sure.
It won't.
It's better than the wild, racist Washington Redskins.
It is. It's better than the Redskins.
That's like so blatantly disrespectful. So I mean, go ahead. nobody cares about what Washington's doing. They are now the Washington of our father's football watching days. They're not that Washington team. They probably will never get back to that place. So, whatever.
True. Oh, that's their problem. Well, let's go on to the NBA news, people, because I definitely.
Hold on, wait. My bad. Before we leave the NFL, I got a question.
Oh.
I haven't done a who in a while. I'm trying to shake things up.
Sure.
So we'll make this fast though, because the clock's ticking. So real quick, currently it costs about $6.5 million for a 30-second Super Bowl commercial. I want to know who knew. I want to know how much was a 30-second commercial in the first year of the Super Bowl, and I'll give you a range in the sense that it's less than $100K. So how much? So right now it costs $6.5 million for a 30-second Super Bowl commercial in 2022. How much was a 30-second Super Bowl commercial the first year of the first Super Bowl? Hugh.
Is there a range?
Less than $100K.
Good thing. I gotta say somewhere in the 50s, bro.
50 what?
50K.
50K. Bonus points if you could tell me what year the first Super Bowl was.
Damn, like 1980?
1980. Okay. Webb. How much was the first Super Bowl? How much was the 30-second ad for the first Super Bowl?
I'm gonna be in the 30,000 range, and I'm gonna say 1970.
Don't say 30,000 range. Give me a number.
Oh, 30,000.
30,000. So you're 30,000. He was 50,000. And what year was that?
1970.
1970. So Webb, you're closest on the year. The first Super Bowl was in 1967. But the 30-second ad for the first Super Bowl was $42,000.
That's right.
Making Hugh the closest.
Oh, nice.
All right, Hugh, back to you.
That's right. It's always gonna come back to me now. Fuck you, Wally.
You're just mad.
Yikes.
42,000 though.
You know why? Because it's been
aggressive.
It's rare that I get a win, so fuck you.
Aggressive. Yikes. I have to bleep
Get my
that up.
goddamn winning. No, let that shit fly. Let the people hear my satisfaction of me winning. God damn it. All right, All-Star Weekend is coming up next weekend, fellas. Because Super Bowl this weekend, All-Star Weekend next weekend. So I guess it's gonna be a jam-packed weekend for somebody. I believe.
LA is probably crazy right now.
LA is probably crazy, and All-Star Weekend this year will be in Cleveland. So I know nobody's going to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know nobody's going to be hype about that. Yeah, only person probably going to be hype is LeBron. But other than that, nobody else.
I ain't never been to Cleveland, but
I have never been to Cleveland. I hear a lot of things about Cleveland, good and bad, but don't want to go visit Cleveland.
I don't hear much good about it.
Listen, I don't know. I'm just saying. Are you guys around for All-Star Weekend besides the All-Star game, like just the weekend in general? Because I know Cap always said there's certain things about All-Star Weekend that he doesn't like that he wishes would change. So are you around?
I don't watch it anymore. There's no point. I mean, I will watch the dunk competition just so I can judge it. But other than that, I'm not in it to see anything wowing anymore. I'm really just in it to see how bad it is, to be honest. There's no point to watching it anymore.
I haven't watched the NBA All-Star Weekend in a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I watch it when, like when LeBron's about to retire and it's his last go-round, and it's going to just be watching it for the nostalgic parts of it to, like, as a farewell tour, but it's just, to me, it's lost its allure.
I see what you're saying. I mean, yeah, I'm not around for. I'm around for the NBA All-Star Weekend because me being the sports guy I am and how much I love basketball, I want to see it. I'm not around for the skills competition. That shit is stupid. All right, they didn't take that out.
That's one of my favorite.
I don't like it as much because it's just.
I think it's pretty cool. I like it.
I don't like it that much. I like the 3-point contest and the dunk contest, especially 3-point contest because that
3-point contest is the only thing that is legitimate.
Right, because that's a challenge.
Because you at least get the stars and that shit too.
Right. Yeah. But everything else, the dunk contest is falling because not enough talent is showing anything new. Like I On some real, you should watch the NBA G League dunk contest because it is actually better than the NBA dunk
They're
contest.
definitely going to try harder. But Hugh, like, what's really going on in NBA, bro? Like, what's
That's
really
what
going
I'm
on?
going to right now. Because besides what's going on in that, because if you've seen this year's All-Star draft, you see how my man KD shaded his boy James Harden, and people, it's because James Harden is gone. He's not in Brooklyn anymore. James Harden decided to take his ass because he decided. I know the trade, but he been wanting to go to Philly since day one. So James Harden is now with the Philadelphia 76ers. All right. Personally, I think that's a terrible trade.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I could see why you say that. What do you think, Webb?
Let me tell you why it's a terrible trade. For Webb said something. Brooklyn got the better end of the deal. If you really look at how Brooklyn stacked out now, Brooklyn has now put more size on their team to add with KD and Kyrie, with Ben Simmons. And don't get me wrong, as much as I don't like Andre Drummond, because he has been bumming it this season, just to put him on the team with that much firepower and him being a great defender, and he is having a great season defending and rebounding, that just gives them a better legitimate chance at the championship, to my personal opinion. And Seth Curry coming off the bench, that's way more with Patty Mills and Joe Harris. Dog, could you have given him any more firepower? Especially not Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons can't shoot to save his life. But could you give them any more firepower to make them the team to really want to win now?
So respectfully, I disagree. Disrespectfully, I disagree.
I mean, go ahead.
And I'll say this because of this. I don't think the Nets currently constructed the way that they are, from the coaching staff through their roster, will win a championship. And the main reason why is because of the coaching staff, right? They had arguably the best lineup ever assembled. Mm-hmm. They had three.
Is the coach Steve Nash?
Steve Nash, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had arguably the top seven, three of the top seven players in the NBA, in the world, right, in basketball.
Yep.
Those dudes played 16 games together.
Okay.
Right. And when they did, it was lethal. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's number one. So I think because of all the drama around Kyrie, and then you bring in another dysfunctional entity in Ben Simmons, that to me doesn't seem like a good recipe for success.
Wow, dysfunction. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
Okay.
But then you take a James Harden. He's asked his way out of two teams. A little bit of a baby, if you ask me, kind of like a disgruntled star, or whatever it is. But now he goes to a team with Doc Rivers is the coach. Mm-hmm. You got Elton Brand in the front office, right? You know what I'm saying? And you got just all that star power. That's
Elton Brand isn't there anymore, bro.
Elton Brand isn't there anymore?
Nope.
But anyway, so
I didn't do his Googles.
But you got Doc Rivers as the coach. Championship caliber coach, championship caliber player, I believe. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to get James Harden, right? Plus, he's got his boy, Daryl Morey, up in the front office. You know what I'm saying?
And the Harden and Embiid come up combination could be pretty lethal.
It could be, and
but
it
all
will
the
be.
hype about that being a Shaq Kobe kind of thing, they need to simmer down.
But you got to think about it like this, all right? Reason why I say the Nets.
You got to play a game first.
The reason why I say the Nets, and this is why I'm going to say it, is because you're putting the ball in Ben Simmons' hand. Again, Ben Simmons didn't even want to be back in Philly. So the dysfunction over there was him not wanting to play in Philly. He's in a new situation where he's going to want to play. Now, he can play point forward, take Kyrie. Kyrie won't have to have the ball anymore. He don't have to shoot. You have a bunch of shooters on your team. You literally gave this man everything he needs. Basically gave the team that LeBron should have right now to KD, if you really think about it. LeBron needs shooters. That's why the Lakers are ass right now. Honest? Right?
Honest.
Now, again, I know Ben Simmons can't shoot, but still, he's a point guard that's going to deliver the ball. So I just say that's how I think of it and see it, and
I guess we'll see what happens.
But
I respect it. But remember, fellas, and people listening to the pod, the Nets have still created a unbeatable 2K team.
Basically.
But in real life, they all won't be playing on the court at the same time because if they're in New York, Kyrie's not on the lineup.
It really is just for 2K. It was for 2K.
Basically, they never. None of them was ever on the line together. They always was injured. All three of them. Let's be honest, though. All three.
So, like,
but just to end off, because we got to end it off with Cap's favorite time of the year, Olympics. Because my guy Cap is a big curling fan. That's what you call you guys, curling fan, curling fan, curling fan, curling. I'm saying.
No, I mean I don't only like curling. I like Olympic. I like Olympic time. Like I like Winter Olympic time. I like regular Olympic time just because it is literally like it is the competition of the world of all these kind of interesting events and sports that you don't get to see year round. So I really like. I like the luge. Watching the luge, people been like getting bodied on the luge, like falling off that note. It's crazy. Speed skating has been pretty dope. I've never watched speed skating before, but that's dope. There was a black girl on there, rider for Team USA from Ghana. Her name is like Mamie Biney or something like that.
That's right there.
And then like in the snowboarding, is decent if they backflipping. So Winter Olympics is cool.
Nah, only reason I say that because, bro, you're the first black person I've ever heard in my life. That's what I'm saying. Is like they said I enjoy watching curling. Like what? That's why it was funny as hell to me. Like that will always stick every time Winter Olympics come around.
Curling is all about the suspense. It's like, I wonder if they kind of got the timing right, or I don't know. For me, at least, it's always like this.
I gotta watch curling. I gotta be there, like firsthand, to see how Cat watch curling. Like it gotta be entertaining. It has to be entertaining. Like he has to know.
I'll fold some clothes and watch curling. It's very low key. It's like watching golf. It's just you know what I mean.
I do not know what watching golf is like. What?
Cat having a cup of tea watching curling.
I respect it. So people.
I'll have some coffee.
People.
Okay.
Sports this year. Sports again. Super Bowl tomorrow. For those who are listening right now, we recorded yesterday, or because we recorded today on Saturday, and NBA All-Star Weekend. So please enjoy your weekends. That's all I gotta say. Please, and do it safely, and wear your mask, and tell the world that the Detrimental Pod is here. Cat, play my theme music. Bro, I'm gonna say shout out to the Jamaican bobsled team. We out here this year. It's good.
They not.
They are.
Actually, this is the first time in over a decade where they even qualified to be back in the Olympics.
So
it's the movie. Bitch.
So can I tell you again?
Shout out to y'all.
Put some respect on my country's name.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhyme.
I don't know the rest. But although he may be laughing and smiling and laughing, deep down inside, Web D is actually disgruntled.
I am. So
tell us why.
Listen, I got a special message to all those big wigs, aka the nerds that were in our science class that used to raise their hand to everything. That live in Silicon Valley nowadays. You created these great companies: Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Hulu, and then you forgot about the people who paid you to make you who you are. And I am very much the person who will pick up the phone and call you when I got a question.
How to write a letter.
I will write a letter.
Sue Dawson is in the building.
Most recently, I've had 2 experiences with 2 major Silicon Valley-esque motherfuckers.
Can't just bleep himself out, yo. He really
so annoyed.
Out.
I'm so aggravated with Facebook. I'm aggravated with Hulu, Disney Plus. Even though they're not Silicon Valley, but they got into the game. And ESPN. Yes, folks, I have ESPN Plus. Start off with Facebook. They make you create a business Facebook page so that you can use, if all you want to do is use Instagram to promote your business or your conglomerate, whatever it is,
your podcast.
Have to double dip your podcast, and have a Facebook page that you're probably never going to want to post on.
Nope.
Because you only want to post on Instagram, but you can't have all the features of a business account. But then when you try to utilize some of the features, like, I don't know, Cap, pay for some ad space, put $20 on it or something, and then they reject your joint, and then if you don't get back and
don't even tell you why, dude. You can't even find
exactly. They don't even tell you why. So to all y'all, but then that's not even the kicker. They don't have a customer service chat line. They don't have a phone number you could call them and talk to them, work it out. So, fuck you, Facebook. Number one. Fuck you, Meta. Mark Zuck.
Bro, relax. Hold on.
See how he came in?
The thoughts and opinions reflected in this podcast do not reflect that of me. I don't want no smoke with Meta. They're listening. Relax.
Listen, all I'm saying is Mr. Zuck, get it,
Mr. Zuck.
Figure it out, bro. Stop hiding from the customers, bro. And then, most loosely, if your company is promoting some additional feature, please make sure that you've worked out all the kinks in the beta before you unleash it to the world. And I don't know if you guys have any other issues.
I'm cool, bro.
Sometimes Zencaster gets on my nerves too.
This is true. Zencaster's wild, and it is annoying because I would like to try to pay for some ad space, but we were rejected from promoting our ads multiple times due to branding issues, not using the right logo. And for the longest time, we didn't know, so we kept trying, and because we kept trying, it kept getting rejected. Now we're restricted from paying for promotion, and there's no way to put it in, submit a review to get that restriction lifted. So we're kind of just at the whim of the algorithms. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe Detrimental Podcast and help the algorithms move.
I do.
That's Detrimental.
I do have a problem.
Go ahead.
Bro, can we get them things back in order? I hate going on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit is all over the place. The hours and time. Can we get the chronological order back? Because, bro, I need to know what time somebody actually posted this shit. Because yesterday I said happy birthday to somebody. It was 2 days ago. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
This is crazy.
I don't like how they do it out of order. You be seeing stuff from 4 days ago.
Bro, I need to know what's happening. I need to know what happened if Homeboy got okay. This is why I said it, because I know this is why we're going into what we're going into right now. This is why I said it, because bro, I didn't know what time this really happened. All right.
Oh, you're talking about
right?
The detrimental
moment. I know we getting into that, so I want to know what moment, minute, and time, because bro.
Well, for those of you who don't know what he was talking about, he's talking about over the weekend. Was it the weekend? Was this a weekday?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Earlier in the week, DaBaby, not to be confused with Lil Baby or Baby, DaBaby and Co. jumped Danny Lay, who is a R&B singer and also one of his baby's mothers. DaBaby and Co. jumped his baby's mother's brother at a bowling alley. Now, as far as who is getting detrimental moment of the week. Let me explain. I studied the tape first and foremost.
Please,
right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I watched every angle of this fight, multiple camera views. I saw slow mos.
Did you use a telecaster?
Did you take card number? How many hits was it involved?
I broke down the statistics, the whole thing. And I think that there's detrimental acts on both sides, right? So first things first, Danny Lee's brother is getting detrimental moment of the week in part for showing up by himself. He showed up to this bowling alley by himself, knowing that the baby's going to be there with his bodyguards, if not his boys, right? After publicly challenging him to a fight on Instagram. You showed up knowing that there was going to be smoke and they was going to set it on. You really thought it was going to be
light skin move, by the way. Keep going.
So he gets detrimental moment of the week in part, right? But DaBaby and his whole conglomerate also get detrimental moment of the week for jumping that man on camera. They had a whole music video camera there. I don't know if y'all saw that. Again, maybe you can see the angle I saw, but they had a whole red camera, a Hollywood music video heavy duty camera, almost as if they were shooting a music video or something like that. There's a 4K video out there of this dude being bodied somewhere. There's a 4K video out there somewhere. There is. Now, I couldn't tell if DaBaby's first punch, that first swing that we all saw, there was no camera angle I could see where I could tell if he actually landed that punch or if he threw a drink. I couldn't really tell what happened. I just saw a swing and the dude fell. If he actually bopped him, that's the only thing about this whole fight that I actually respect. But I think DaBaby overall is getting detrimental moment of the week because I don't know what was said, but he swung first at the end of the day, right? Like he's got too much money for that. Somebody could have got shot. Like he can claim self-defense because there was a threat that was publicized, but nah, that's detrimental. Like how old are we? Like when's the last time you seen two grown-ass men fight?
When's the last? I mean, bro, like they're fighting, but it was recorded. Like,
but it's
detrimental moment of the week for me because it's stupid.
But like Cap said, there's cameras there. My nigga, there's cameras everywhere. No matter where you go, there's somebody gonna pull out a camera to see this. DaBaby fighting somebody, they're gonna pull it out. That's what happened in the hotel lobby. That's what happened at some nightclub. They always gonna pull it out.
You got too much money for that.
But the thing about it is, you gotta think about it. Yeah, he's a goon. Just like NBA YoungBoy, he's a goon. They straight thugs. Listen, these kids are thugs for no goddamn reason. When you disrespect somebody, especially like nowadays, because you know they don't care. When you disrespect, because they got this money to get the lawyers to get him off, because he's gonna be straight after this. You know that, right? He's gonna slap on the wrist. He's gonna be good. But again, they don't care. These young dudes nowadays, they don't care. They're about that action. He said on site too. So at the same time, when somebody tells you, "I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna bop you on site," he gave that man his honor and said, "On site." He did. Yeah. So still detrimental. It is. I'm not applauding. I'm not saying it's not. It's detrimental as fuck and hella funny because he went in there looking like it looked like the Malice in the Palace. First off, because everybody was just sliding all over the place. He gets swinging. Jermaine O'Neal came and swung. That's what DaBaby looked like when he did that swing and slid. I thought he was Jermaine O'Neal for a second. I'm like, this is crazy. But
somebody could have been seriously hurt from something. I mean,
like Cap, did y'all see that tweet or that post from Ice-T talking about all y'all young rappers coming to LA? Don't forget, there's like 50,000 gang members in LA. So you coming here with all that gangster shit? Like
he basically said, simmer down.
He basically said, don't come here with.
Basically said, simmer down.
I mean, bro. I mean, like just 6 or 7 months ago, young Dolph gets murdered in his hometown, a place where he is revered and loved, but also hated. So my whole thing with somebody like DaBaby and all these dudes who want to be out here fighting is like, you putting all this on camera. I don't know if it's to kind of increase your clout or your street cred, but you basically letting people know, yo, come try me, and the right motherfucker gonna come try you.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's clout or street cred. I just think they're really crazy. That's it. I just think they're really crazy. This is what happens when you give thugs money. I'm dead ass.
Basically.
I mean, is DaBaby really a thug, or did he just get...
Webb, did you want to talk to us about international thug?
Oh.
I like how you keep doing it.
This is he's an international...
I'm sure.
He's...
Who has a bunker?
Who has a bunker? Because, like, listen. So what we're talking about, people, is the real pushing P, pushing Putin. Putin be pushing P because he is out of his goddamn mind.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
I didn't like that whole shot, the whole bar to come in just dropped out. I'm sorry.
I know it was trash.
It was terrible.
All I'm saying is, people, I don't write rhymes. I write checks. Let's just put that out there right now.
Do you now? What a guy. Do you now?
We're out of time. Look at the clock.
I'm having fun. Anyway, so listen, people, like things are heating up, man. There's a lot of activity happening between Ukraine and Russia and the NATO powers, the NATO member countries, and the United States is now telling people, which you probably all have seen already, telling U.S. citizens who are in Ukraine to leave. You know what I'm saying? We've already pulled most of our diplomats or people who work for the government out of Ukraine. So, and people thought, like Afghanistan fell really fast. Ukraine's going to freaking collapse. like real quick.
Putin
So
was talking Wild Spice.
He about that life. That's why.
Yo, I honestly, I know, I don't frequent Vladimir Putin videos, but I watched that and I was like, yo, he's about his life. I don't know why he is so about this life. It's kind of scary that he's kind of so, I don't know, man. Like the whole concept, just the whole concept of war boggles my mind, bro. Like it's just so primitive. I don't respect you, so I have to body you. Like,
well,
not even you. Like, I have to body your citizens that have nothing to do with this shit, or your soldiers that have nothing to do with this shit.
And like the thing is like Ukraine received its independence in the 90s, in the 1990s, right after. You know what I'm saying, the Soviet Union and like all of that, you know, the Soviet Union collapsed and whatnot. So, you know, it was once a part of the Soviet Union. So there's obviously something there, right? I think it's just we I don't know, man. We just need to be ready because like now we're not only dealing with a pandemic or like the tail end of a pandemic, it'll probably become an endemic by the summer, right? Talking about COVID, but then while we're finishing up with that, now having to deal with the potential of going to war with Russia.
We don't need that stress
at all.
I don't.
I'm good.
I don't need it.
I seen this movie. I did.
Yeah. So people like you didn't learn much here, but I guess you probably just noticed that like we are probably all shook at this point.
I've learned something.
Shit, it's not funny. I mean, I try to jest as much as possible. It's not funny at all.
I've learned something that this is more than we just right now. It's what's going on. We haven't really seen the full deficit of it because it's gonna like blow up in a way that we don't want to. Not saying war, but just in like other ways. And it's just going to cause a lot of problems that I'm just not around for right now. Because right now we still ain't good in the world. So why do we need more problems?
I mean, and honestly, y'all, what the hell do you think Joe Biden is gonna do? Right, like he's the president of the United States, but he doesn't have like a major majority in either space. Like he has a little bit of a lead in the House, and he has a slim majority in the Senate. He has war power. He can have his war powers or whatever it is, but you know, hopefully the the prospect of being reelected doesn't affect Joe Biden's judgment as he tries to make a decision on what to do with this Ukrainian situation. Can we get some happy?
Bro, you gotta work on your segments. You gotta work on the alley you throw for me. Like you're not really like I didn't even hear the last few things you said. I thought you was about like you gotta throw your alleys up for me.
Yeah. First off, you sound hurt. Are you okay?
I am hurt.
You sure?
I mean, you know,
it's a hurtful situation.
It's a hurtful situation.
You still have to throw me the alley.
But you was
I
like, you sounded hurt. Like this hurt, and it was like the hurt how you sounded right there.
It's like you threw the rock up. Like it's almost like if you were a quarterback, you threw the rock up.
Well,
and like I had to jump for it, and I get like
do that in 2K anyways.
I'm about to body you in Madden after this pod. Let's move on. Actually, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. We gotta move on. We gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out of here.
He's never bodied me in Madden.
We gotta get out of here.
I concur.
Let's see what else is on the timeline. We gotta get out of here. I'm ready to scrape these. We got what else is happening? Big news, big things, Aguan people.
Don't say big things. If you're going into a situation, no
big things, Aguan. Every man in the world who never had a chance in the world is now in shambles because it was reported last week that Rihanna is pregnant by ASAP Rocky. Any comments on that?
ASAP Rocky is ashy. I don't care.
No comment.
ASAP Rocky is ashy. Okay.
I'm just gonna say this one time only. Bruh.
In other news, I'm rushing through this big week for Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has acquired Death Row. Applause. He dropped the album called Back on Death Row. Applause. and he has a sexual assault allegation from 2013. So, big week for Snoop Dogg. Any comments on any of the above?
First off, I just want to know.
What a week.
So, if Snoop Dogg acquired Death Row, does he get all the masters and stuff that came with Death Row before?
Probably.
If that's the case, he's about to drop. He has his hands on millions.
Yeah,
Millions,
I imagine he spent a lot of money to get it too.
I mean, that's kind of dope. That means there might be some Tupac music that probably ain't dropped before. I mean, I'm around to listen to some stuff that never been released. I definitely am. Just to see, what Pac was talking about, if he's still in the future. In the future, like Dave Chappelle said he was. So I just want to be around.
He's still alive.
Right?
Hey, Chappelle. That's your wife. My fault.
That's my shit right there.
And that's pretty much it, man. I don't know. I don't really want to get too much into Black Future Month just because, like, it's Kanye, man. I'm tired of talking about Kanye personally. So I got no comment.
I am too, but I wanted to surprise you guys with something.
Oh, look, he cares.
I'm actually impressed with Kanye.
You don't seem it in the camera.
Well, I mean, because I'm trying to be fairly somber with it, because like I'm shocking myself as I say it. Like, I think I still don't respect his like antics that he was doing with Trump and all that. I don't respect any of that. I don't appreciate it. But he's Kanye. He's here for us. It's just he's got to, which he probably does. He's got to figure some things out and get the message across more clearly the first time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like this like pieced up, broken up, disgruntled or dysfunctional message that he sends out sometimes, and it's just like, bro, you're losing people. But I like the idea of this Black Futures Month.
I do too, but it just doesn't sound right coming from him because of all the things he's done.
Which is
that is also true.
I have the quote of the pod.
Oh, you do?
I don't know if we assigned it. This quote is, "Don't jerk it on Zoom. Don't push P on Zoom." But no, this quote is from Tom Brady. We didn't really get too deep into Tom Brady retiring because we kind of alluded to the episode before. But Tom Brady retired, so I figure we get a Tom Brady quote. And it says, "If you don't believe in yourself, why is anyone else going to believe in you?" Very simple quote. Probably not even originally from Tom Brady. But, we believe in we. So we hope you believe in us. And like Hugh will, of course, tell you to do, make sure you tell a friend about the Detrimental podcast. And, help us reach Tom Brady levels of goatness. And with that, Hugh, take us out, people. It's been real. We'll see you in the lickle. Until then, mean a business. And salut.
Yeah, people, I'm going to make this quick and easy because, Wet Body got his ass whooped by He is.
I'm not.
If you listen to if you're on
if you
ever get a chance to once in a while, you might just get a chance to hear them play against each other.
I'm about to stream
this six on right now. I don't even care.
Hilarious.
Go ahead, wait. I got to use the bathroom.
People, tell a friend. We are here at the Detrimental Podcast.
I have a Tesla.
He already pulled it. He already pulled out the controller. He's ready.
We out, yo.
Yeah, we out here. Just tell a friend to like, share, subscribe, and
listen.
But right. Yeah, as IBG says, love.